Hi lovelies, welcome to my channel. We have a question before us. We are to solve for x. The first thing we are going to do is to change all these figures to standard form. 27 we have here is equal to 3 times 3, which is 9 times 3, 27. And it's the same thing as 3 raised to power 3. Then we have 125. 125 is equal to 5 times 5, 25 times 5, 125, and that is 5 raised to power 3. We have 45. 45 is equal to 3 times 3, 9, and times 5, 9 times 5, which is 45. So we have 3 power 2 times 5. Then we have 75. 75 is the same thing as 3 times 5 is 15, times 5 again is 75. So we have 3 times 5 to the power of 2. We are going to substitute these values into our expression. So we have here 3 to the power 3 brackets x to be plus 125 is 5 power 3 brackets x all over 45 is 3 power 2 times 5 all to the power of x plus 75 is 3 times 5 power 2 all to the power of x, and they are still equal to 19 over 15. Then let's rearrange. This will be the same thing as 3 to the power of x bracket 3 plus 5 to the power of x power 3 all over. We want to open this bracket. We have 3 to the power of 2x times 5 to the power of x according to the law of indices, plus this 5 to the power of x, 3 to the power of x times 5 to the power of 2x. Everything is equal to 19 over 15. Now, we are going to put these ones, 3 to the power of x, inside the bracket according to the law of indices. The law that says that if you have a to the power of xy, it's the same thing that a to the power of x bracket y. Applying this law of indices, we are going to put this x inside the bracket. If we do that, we have here to be 3 to the power of x bracket 3 plus 5 to the power of x bracket 3 all over. We now have here 3 to the power of x bracket 2. We have 5 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x, 5 to the power of x, bracket 2. All is equal to 19 over 15. If you have not subscribed to my channel, do that so that whenever I upload any video, you get a notification that there's a video that I uploaded. Also, if you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop any comment in the comment section. I will always be there to attend to all the messages. Alright, going forward, we have here, since we have 3 raised to the power x, 5 raised to the power x, we are going to introduce some variables. We are going to let a to be equal to 3 raised to the power x and b to be equal to 5 raised to the power x to enable us simplify this expression. And if we do that, substituting, we now have, instead of 3 raised to the power x, write a raised to the power 3 plus 5 raised to the power x is now b all raised to the power 3 all over 3 raised to the power x. We have a to the power of 2 and times b plus a times b to the power of 2. All is still equal to 19 over 15. Next, we are going to factorize both the numerator and the denominator. If we do that, applying the algebra identity, we have AQ plus BQ to be equal to A plus B brackets A squared minus AB plus B squared all over. In the denominator, AB is common, so we factorize it as AB. This divided by AB will give us A, plus this divided by AB will give us B, bracket close. All is still equal to 19 all over 15. In this case, you find out that A plus B is common both in numerator and denominator, so they cancel each other. What we now have left is going to be equal to A squared minus AB plus B squared all over AB, still equal to 19 over 15. Going forward, we cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we have here 15 times A squared, 15A squared minus 15AB plus 15B squared equal to 19 times AB is 19AB. So we move 19AB to the left hand side to make the right hand side 0. So we have 15A squared minus 15AB minus 19AB plus 15B squared to be equal to 0. 15A squared minus 15 minus 19 is minus 34. AB, I'll have plus 15B squared equal to 0. This has formed a quadratic equation that we can solve using the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula says that your x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Alright, so using this formula, we need to bring out our parameters. Our a is equal to 15, b is equal to minus 34b, c is equal to 15b squared. Substituting these parameters into our formula, we have that our a, we are looking for a in this case, is going to be equal to minus b. Minus 34 is plus 34b plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is minus 34b squared minus 4. Our a is 15 times our c is 15b squared all over 2 times a, which is 15. So this will be equal to our a will now be equal to 34b plus or minus the square root of minus 34 squared. 34 squared, we're going to apply one of our multiplication tricks. I uploaded in one of my videos, can go back and check it out. 34 squared, we are going to have 34 raised to the power 2. 4 squared is 16. 3 squared is 9. Write it in 2 digits. 2 times 4 is 8 times 3, 24. Then we'll add up 6, 5, 1, 1. So 34 squared is 1156. I will have b squared minus 4 times 15 times 15. The same as 4 times 15 squared. Using that same multiplication trick, 15 squared would be 5 times 5 is 25. 1 times 1 is 0. 1. Write it in 2 digits. 2 times 5, 10 times 1, 10. Add up, we have 522. 225. 225 times 4 times 4. We are going to have here is going to be 20. 4 times 2, 8 plus this 10 and 9, 900. So here we have 900b squared all over 2 times 15, 30. So this will be equal to 34b plus or minus the square root of 1156 minus 900 will give you 65256b squared all over 30. This is still equal to 34b plus or minus the square root of 56b. The square root of 256 is equal to 36. Let's be sure, let's do it now so that we'll be sure of what we are doing. The square root of 256, we have 256, divided by 2, we have 128, divided by 2, 64, divided by 2, 40, 32, divided by 2, 16, divided by 2, 8, 2, 4, 2, 2, and 2, 2. We group in 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2, 8, times 2, 16. So the square root of 256 is 16. Now the square root of b is b. Everything is all over 30. We're almost there. As a reminder, if you have not subscribed, do so that you will know that whenever I post any video, you get alerts. So we have that our A will either be equal to 34b plus 16b over 30, or A will be 34b minus 16b over 30. Because you know that our quadratic equation always gives us two answers. So A will be equal to 34 plus 60. 6 plus 4 is 10. Carry 1. 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5. 50b over 30, or A is equal to 34 minus 16. 4 minus 6, 14 minus 6 will give us 8. 2 minus 1 will give us 1. 18b over 30. So A over B will now be equal to 10. 0 cancel 0 here. So we have 5 over 3. Or A over B will be equal to 2 is the common factor here. Even 3 is a common factor. If 3 is a common factor, 6 is also a common factor. 18 divided by 6 will give us 3. 30 divided by 6 will give us 5. So A over B is equal to 3 over 5. Now, I want us to recall something that I forgot to write it down at the beginning. We let A to be equal to 3 raised to power x and B to be equal to 3 raised to power 5 raised to power x. So we are going to substitute back those values of A and B to our final answer. Please make sure you watch to the end, because at the end of it all, we are going to fit in the value of x to our initial expression to find out if our answer is correct. So going forward, substituting A into our answers. Our A is 3 raised to power x. We have 3 raised to power x here. All over B, which is 5 raised to power x, is equal to 5 over 3. Now, from the law of indices, this is the same thing as 3 all over 5, all raised to power x, and is equal to, also from the inverse law of indices, 5 raised to all over 3 is the same thing as 3 all over 5, raised to power minus 1. And in this case, the bases are now the same. We cannot equate their indices. So we have that your x is equal to minus 1. That is when A over B is equal to 5 raised to power 5 all over 3. This is one of our answers. Now, when A over B is now equal to 3 over 5, still substituting our value of A, 3 raised to power x, over the value of B, 5 raised to power x, to be equal to 3 over 5. Doing the same thing, 3 all over 5 to the power of x will be equal to 3 over 5. The bases are the same. So our x, in this case, will be equal to 1. We've gotten our two values of first. Our answer is either minus 1 or 1. As I said before, we'll substitute our original equation to find out if our answer is correct. So, if we substitute, our original equation is 27 raised to power x, saying that x is equal to 1. So, we have raised to power 1 plus 125 raised to power 1 all over 45 raised to power 1 plus 75 raised to power 1. So, we have it to be 27 plus 125 all over 45 plus 75. This is equal to 7 plus 5 is 12, carry 1, plus this 3 plus 2, 5. And here we have 1 all over. 5 plus 5 is 10, carry 1, plus 7 is 8, plus 4, 12. So we have here 3 is a common factor, 2 is a common factor. 2 divided here we have 7, 6. 2 divided is 60. 2 can still go, we have 38. 2 here is 30. 2 can still go, 2 here is 19. And 2 here is 15. So you find out that is equal to 19 all over 15. In our original equation is equal to 19 all over 15. In order for our video not to get too long, I want you to use the same method. Substitute in the value of x to be minus 1 into our original equation and find out if our answer is correct. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Bye.